So yeah, let's just get right on into it. So it's basically an opening in your camera that light passes through, and it's an opening that can like get bigger. So when I was filming this, I forgot to say that the hole in which the light passes through, where it gets smaller or bigger, is actually in the lens itself. And so it's going to depend on what lens you have as to how small of aperture you can have and how big aperture you can have. So yeah, and get smaller, and the bigger it is, it's like the more light it lets in, and the smaller it is, the less light can get in, kind of thing. The way that it's measured in f-stops, the bigger the number is really what the smaller the hole. And the smaller the number, the bigger the hole. So if you have an aperture of 5, it's going to be a bigger hole, so it's going to let in a lot more light, rather than an aperture with like 20 or like some other big number. It's going to be a lot smaller hole, and it's going to let in a lot less light. But also, it also keys in with depth of field, and depth of field is the distance between the nearest and the furthest objects that give an image judged to be in focus in a camera. So depth of field, it's like what allows the blurry background and whatnot. And so say you have the photo again with the aperture 5, and then there's that one with the aperture of 20. The one with the aperture of 5 is going to have a lot more of a blurry background than the one, say, with 20. The lower the f-stop, the more light is let in, and the shorter the depth of field. So it's like, think of it as like a small number. So it's like it can only focus on a short thing, and like the bigger number, it can focus on like a bigger amount of stuff, basically, kind of a thing. So that's kind of what I think of whenever I think of aperture. So I hope that explained a little bit about what aperture is, and I hope this helped with any questions you had about aperture, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So thanks for watching, and bye!